Are you ready? So our journal entry for the day is going to be our warm-up. Basically what I want you guys to do, we haven't talked about cylinders much, so I want you guys to draw a cylinder in your journal, tell me what shape its base is, and then try to find one in this room that you can use as a real-world example. While you guys do that, I'm going to pass around tape, little pieces of tape on the edge of the table. Just ignore those for right now, okay?
It's the pointers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just draw a line.
That's the one for you. What? Oh.
There you go. No, when you're drawing this up over the side of it to the side.
They already told me that they do it. Now is I just want to see if you draw a cylinder. Tell me what shape its base is and find one in this
I found one.
cylinder.
That's the base.
I found one.
Give me a big thumbs up when you're finished with that so I know who's ready. Yes, sir.
So, when I showed my mom the permission slip you gave it, she was like, the first thing that came in was like, oh yeah, I gotta sign this immediately, because she went to the college you went to.
Oh,
She had to go
really?
to class and stuff, and she had to get kids to sign it too.
What was her major?
She was a, major was in psychology, I think, and I think working with special ed children.
Alright, I see
I see a couple on the wall.
I see a lot of the same answer, which is a good thing. I'm gonna ask my artist, because I can't draw worth a lick. Lucas. Can you draw for us on the board a cylinder, please?
Can I find the cylinder inside the
Does
Maybe.
the clock count as a cylinder?
It's a circle.
I was hoping someone would come up with that. You can use it for okay? Alright. Getting on this table took a little bit more.
Great. Great job.
Awesome, man. See, I couldn't do that. That's why I love having Lucas in class. He's my artist.
Mr. Backus is like that guy, like going to the play and he's recording everybody.
So everyone in their journals should have something that looks pretty similar to this shape, right? I'm happy that this is what I'm seeing, because if we didn't know what cylinders was, oh, I was gonna cry. I was gonna cry big time. So
My favorite shape.
we already have the cylinder on the board. Who's gonna answer the second question? What shape is the base? Asher.
A circle.
A circle. And Meredith, find me one in the room. You know what's funny? I strategically placed that there today. I was like, that's not in the room. Let me go put a cylinder up around the room. Meredith found the one that I hid. Oh, Asher, good job. There's Clorox wipes. Yeah, let's over here. Kelsey, what was the cylinder that you think? The clock. Did anyone think about the clock?
See, I looked at it.
Take the clock off the wall?
Funny you should say that. Mr. Lister, what happened last time I tried to take the clock off the wall?
It wasn't pleasant.
It wasn't pleasant. For my first observation, we were talking about the area and circumference of circles, and I decided I was going to do something dramatic so that all the students would remember I went to rip the clock off the wall. It's attached by wires. So
When the power went out, the clock went crazy.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
So the whole rest of the lesson is just clock hanging off the wall. I probably turned 50 Shades of Red. You call that one. Alright. So, we have a pretty good foundation of what a cylinder is, right? That's reassuring. So our LEQ for the day is going to be how do we find the volume of cylinders, make sure this gets in your journals, and how do you find the surface area of cylinders. Okay? You guys are probably all extremely happy we've moved on from triangular prisms. You don't have to deal with those anymore.
Mr.
Yes.
At my internship yesterday, I worked in an elementary school with second graders, and my aunt was teaching them about all this, and I was like, we're doing this in high school, either they're really smart or they're really stupid.
I don't think they go as in depth with it though.
Yeah, no, she was, they just, no, but
Sorry.
she gave them the same paper that you gave us with vertices and
Yeah,
edges,
that's...
and I was,
That's reassuring.
I do.
But that's just background information that you need to know. So you have to kind of make sure that everyone knows before you go in.
Oh, are we passing this down to get a look at it?
I don't know, I just wrote back it down.
Oh, wait.
Like lemonade?
Yes. Okay, but why did you drink all of that?
When you have finished writing your LEQs, pat yourself on the head so I know you're done.
Do we have to rub our stomachs too?
If you so feel it. Hey, that was immediately pretty good. I can't do that. You know another one? Ready? If you try to make a 6 with your hand, while doing your leg this way, your leg will change direction.
Wait, I can't.
You have to go counterclockwise. You can't do it.
Yes.
Can't do it.
Counterclockwise?
Or no, I mean
Wow.
clockwise. My bad,
Really
not
hard to
counterclockwise.
do.
Good.
God!
See? It's not gonna happen.
Is it because you're thinking of your leg? I was thinking about like drawing a 6, and when you draw the circle, you go counterclockwise.
You like to switch it.
God,
What?
because when you're drawing a 6, it
Can't do it.
goes counterclockwise, and so you're
Exactly.
focused on going that way.
But your legs going the other way. You can't do it.
I can do this.
Alright, everyone has the LEQs?
I got a chance when I quit those.
Kelsey's still writing. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna give each of you 2 pieces of paper. Your job is to make sure that those 2 pieces of paper are the same size, which they should be. They came out of the same pack. So if they're 2 different sizes, the manufacturing company has each.
It's like one like 4 there.
Today's the agenda for the day. We have this warm-up that we've already completed. We're going to be creating our own cylinders today, okay? I know you guys like hands-on activities. I think it was Bella that said, "Oh, if we got to play with blocks every day, we would always love math class."
Yeah.
So we're going to build some cylinders today, okay?
I made one. I made one.
You got to get me in. If you're going to do that in the middle of class, you got to get me in. Come on
And
now.
you gotta chop it.
We'll learn later. We'll learn later.
That one.
All right. So Lucas is ahead of the game.
Oh wait, we're making.
Here we go. First thing I want you to do, take one sheet of paper. This is what all the tape is for. And we're going to create a cylinder going along with this, like that.
Oh. Okay.
We're going to be measuring these cylinders later, so you want them as close as possible to being on the edge, okay? You don't want a huge overlap. Okay?
Oh.
And then you're going to tape them together. Okay? Tape them together so that it stays as a cylinder.
Can
That's a lot of tape. Yeah, we're probably going to need more.
can
I got you.
I like
There's just
can
teamwork.
physically do these at the same? Oh. Okay. So Zenaria is just.
As long as it's on there. Don't you put that on your Don't you put that evil on your
Right.
I feel great.
Are you serious? Oh. I probably would have.
Mine aren't even overlapping.
Mine looks
Do you
better.
need help?
Mine
Mine
better.
aren't even overlapping.
Somewhat
Perfect.
clear.
Yours will be the most accurate then.
Everything's
Now
a
they are.
competition there.
Everyone else is good with it? Awesome.
She said it's not a competition. I said everything's a competition.
Okay, let's do it.
Alrighty. Now, all of you should have a cylinder that looks sort of the same. Okay? It should be along the
I thought you did.
Can I put a one? Can I put a piece
That's
of paper
okay.
in the middle? Can I put a piece of paper in the middle?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. However you need to. Yep. There you go. When we're finished with this one,
No, it's better to do it long ways down.
we all checked and we said each piece of paper was the same size.
Yes.
So this one, instead of folding long ways, the next one you're going to go long ways.
Instead of going in
Hot dog.
we go long.
Sure. hot dog.
Hamburger.
Just the melted cylinder,
And you're going to do the same thing. Tape it up. Tape over here.
I like being taped up.
I didn't mean it like that. Here.
You need tape? You need tape that?
like putting the tape on your arms.
Yeah.
It was just like,
It'll still work.
give me some tape.
One more. Was I not going fast enough for you? My time.
Who's that? I switched the power button instead of the zoom button.
What's really smart?
Pushing it down.
And I'll take full credit for that.
You can save it.
Great.
See? It's saved.
Leandra, what are you building?
A cylinder. A cylinder.
A Scylla.
Oh, I didn't know you had to bring it.
Alright. Everyone's table should look like Leandra's, Asher's, Meredith's. Not quite Gemma's. There we go, like Gemma's, Kelsey's. Not quite scenarios. Now we're not like scenarios.
Autumn is having a really good
Autumn's having a rough day. It's alright. I feel your pain. Awesome. Okay. So, the question I have for you guys, we have two cylinders sitting in front of us, but what are they missing?
Faces. Color. Faces.
Missing the bases.
Oh.
We're missing our circular bases, right? So, there's a couple things. What I need you guys to do, we're going back to third grade.
Yes, whatever you do.
So you need to trace a base, well, two bases for each cylinder.
Wait, I thought one of the bases would be the same. Can't you just select two circles?
Exactly, yeah.
What do I have to trace?
Papers.
You click
Efficiency.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess the size of the circle and then change it as This is ridiculous. Mine like weird.
I'm gonna trace this face.
Can I have scissors? Yeah, I'm just making really big circles and I'm gonna cut it out as I need it because I was messing up the whole thing.
Giving each of you a pair of scissors so you can cut out your bases.
Don't start to cut it close. Just make it so it's all
Or around the
Oh, this is one of those.
It's just yes.
Okay, but that was like, does it matter if the base is like numbered?
It's thicker here.
Just a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
They're not going to be perfect. It's okay.
So that's fine, like that.
That's fine.
Look, my first
Mine's
perfect.
thinner.
I don't know what this is. Okay, I gotta know that.
Right, it'll work either way. For what we're doing, this is going to be perfectly fine.
Space practice.
Well, there goes. Sorry.
Pretty good.
Oh my god, I guess I'll take all of
Now I just gotta guess it before.
I can't do this.
Now I just need bigger one. Can I borrow this?
He said it's okay if it's bigger.
So, if you're okay,
It's better to go bigger.
I had to pre-plan these things. I was trying to find a shirt with like a black collar so that
It's coming from that side of the room.
it's been bad.
It's fall.
Yeah.
Look at my days.
That's too big, like, that's too big.
Got it.
Maybe a little bit.
Scenarios looks awesome. Usher's just getting there. Jason's getting there pretty well.
Nope.
Good. And we can kind of
Not the only one struggling.
2 bases for each one.
Yeah, it works.
Because you're not going to see it live.
Okay, but I've already cut 2 pieces.
Just to save time though.
Do I
If you-
need tape?
If you only have one for each cylinder, that's fine. We can just stop
Do I
there.
need to take that out?
The top one should be the same as the bottom. No.
Well, then we can just take one out. If you want to rip it, you can.
So this has way small. Way small. I won't see that. It's done a little bit.
I'm gonna come by. If you have any scraps, hold them up so I can take your scraps.
You want one first?
Any scraps, hold them up. I'm gonna collect scraps. Done?
Third object, you realize I can set it on that back bookshelf.
No, we don't cut them on both sides.
So turn the lens around so I can see what I'm
You only need one base for each.
No. We had a little idea, so I had to cut out.
Moving around the back of the class and slide to sit down and put it on the table, and then they take it back. Somebody was like, the whole thing, and it was big.
Something was
Make it work out.
No, we only need one for each.
I have a hard time staying quiet. That's my problem.
Why didn't you
I want him to have full video on now, whatever.
I got scrapes.
Pretty good, Leander. We're not gonna grade you on your accuracy, grade you on your fault.
When you,
I think everybody's gonna understand that that's silly.
Probably.
when you have finished, place your cylinders out in front of you and chuck up the deuces.
My base is
I thought that was deuce. Oh, this was detail, so.
And I just gave up.
That's A-Town down.
Those, that those.
You can only cut one back.
Spanish. I don't know if you could have said
I have no
completely
idea what
wrong.
I just said.
I have no idea what you just said. I'm gonna go with it.
Autumn, you said something terrible. You said too.
You thought you had.
All right. I didn't give you another piece.
Something about Bob.
We good? There we go. So, warm up. Check. Creating our own cylinder. Check. Now we have to figure out how we find the volume and the surface area.
We fill it up with water.
You know what though? If it's too clean, don't erase it. You have to have a little bit of
We're going to start with volume, okay? Here's what I want you guys to do. In a little pair or a trio, partner up. Just looking at your cylinders, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Just make a prediction. Which one has the bigger volume? Okay? Talk with a partner. Figure out who has the bigger volume.
These erasers are so bad, like, basically just smudge it.
Communication.
No, wait, I'm
You're moving it around equally dispersing it.
This is taller, but it doesn't But either it's gonna be the same.
Which one has the bigger volume? Do you think they have the same volume?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Same volume, different volume.
Okay, so you can look at the bottom
This guy is
or the top.
Whatever.
I don't know which one because they're
Like,
top circle.
He might not have.
It's a hex.
Yours is a little bit jacked up, but we're gonna use our radiation.
Can I have a paper airplane? Can I have a paper airplane?
Usually we use radius, pi needs to be there somewhere. The area of a circle is pi times radius squared, pi r squared.
They're the same size.
Same size.
Right?
Yeah, the paper.
Pi r squared. So if I know that one number, I can figure out the area of.
No, better.
I made another.
It's all about that base.
So what we're gonna try to do here.
All right, ready? All right, here we go.
I would say use centimeters.
I heard a couple of different answers. Back with Lindsay and Gemma. What was your decision? Do they have the same volume or a different volume?
They're the same
You think they're the same volume?
Centimeter size.
Why?
because the papers are the same
And
size.
see how that's measured?
Papers are the same size.
It's
Okay.
just thinner, it's just bigger.
Okay.
It's just space differently.
Okay. This table, what did you guys come up with?
We said that it was
10 millimeters are in 1 centimeter.
Same size, same
millimeters.
exact amount.
Yeah,
So we're
because
gonna
they were
measure the
made
radius
out of the same.
in millimeters.
They're made out of the same size sheet of paper. What do we think about volume?
Well,
I think that this one has a bigger volume because you know how squares turn from rectangles are.
Right.
I think the same thing happens
With cylinders. You think the more compact it gets, the bigger the volume. Okay. So Lucas, his
So
group
if I'm
says
measuring,
the smaller, fatter
know where that
cylinder is going to
is.
hold more volume.
what I'm gonna do
What
is
did
I'm
your
gonna measure across
Well,
and see what I get.
since it's
Maybe I
made
get
from
18 and I measure across
same
again
sheet
and I
of
get
paper,
19.
it's
I don't
still
know.
a cylinder.
It's gotta be,
It still has the
can't be
same
18
volume.
anymore. I'm gonna measure a few
So we have
It's kinda like-
three groups that predict the same volume. That's what you said. I was not expecting three groups to say that.
That's right.
You're intelligent.
I like how you said it as a question, you're intelligent.
Jason and I just think outside the button.
Jason and Lucas think outside the box.
Or outside the cylinder.
Dun-dun-dun.
One of us with you and your phone.
Hey, I appreciate a good math problem. Okay. So, we're going to take our hands off of the cylinders right now, push them forward.
I can't push it forward.
We're going to forget about our cylinders for
You
right
can't
now.
push it forward.
I can't forget about them, they're always in my mouth.
They're always in our hearts.
Now, I'm going to show you guys something that I know you're going to hate. I know you're
Is
going
it
to
a rat? Is it a rat? Oh no, Leanne's gonna get it. Not. Sorry. It's a formula.
That's a formula. I know you guys hate this thing.
Wait, how did you do that? I called my mom. I'm way over it.
You know what, you don't need to ruin my magic tricks. I got to
Oh, come on, you better switch. Oh, no, how
I don't have to ready.
Hey, America didn't know I was like on that.
Too bad.
So we have a volume formula, right?
Okay, so plug it in. Plug it in. Find the.
We don't like these though, do we?
It makes people overthink.
It makes people overthink things. What do you? I learned this with you guys with the triangular program. The first couple times we tried to go through it, I was like, "Here's your formula. You just need to plug in the number." And everyone was like, "I don't know what you're saying." It was a disaster.
You've got
But
20.
yesterday when we were talking about triangular prisms and the day before, well not yesterday, Tuesday and Monday, we talked about going to the deli. And we can slice
Say
cheese.
what?
It's not cut. Slice the cheese.
That's
Okay?
a lot.
Hey, you are like
You measured from the center already, right?
And
cutting
we
it. Like,
right.
I don't know if that's.
So you get one piece of
Okay, what you
cheese
get going across?
and you figure out what the area of that is. And then we just multiplied it by how many pieces of cheese.
Okay, so.
That's how we found
use-
volume, right?
That's the culprit right
So here, what's cheese without bologna? When I see that piece right there, I see bologna for some reason.
there. I throw these.
Okay? So, Autumn, I know you're good with your flip phone. Do you still have that on you?
Just never.
Could you tell me what the
So,
area of a circle?
Measure.
so you and mine's together.
45.
Hers is also mine.
What's the area of a circle?
You divide it by
Yeah.
2.
Pi r
And you
squared.
got
Pi r squared?
22.5 means
Pi is
halfway.
3.1.
I are round.
3.14.
Pi are not squares.
So So which of these
Can you
numbers?
go and look up the pi sum?
Pi
Because
squared?
autumn can't.
Pi are not round, pi are
No, but I
So
can.
take our formula. We're gonna pop in 22.5
That's how you remember.
squared that.
So we found pi, yeah, take away the 2, my bad.
We're gonna get a large number because we're using tiny measurements.
Can you wait?
right?
Fine. Alright, awesome. So you said that the area formula is pi r squared, right?
Yeah.
That's right there. R squared. So all you have
So
to
we're
do
gonna
is
say
the same
pi
thing
for
as when we were doing
All I did
triangular
was
prisms
take
and we were
this.
figuring out what each piece of cheese was.
That's it.
You find the area of one
Pick it
circle.
up and move it up.
Yes.
So with the
And then this height piece on the end, that's how many pieces of, in this case, how many pieces of bologna we did. Okay? So we're gonna find
You know how they
area
talk about
of one piece of bologna and then multiply it by however many pieces we did.
that's fine.
Here's the problem.
There's one slice of the money right here.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Let's see. What does our Mars here?
Radius,
Radius. What's our radius?
5.
So I just say 5 left.
So if we find the area of this, it's just 5 squared times 5, right?
So the,
Yes?
Here's the deal.
so it would be 5.
What is pi?
3.14.
What does squared?
What's that pi?
Who can tell me what squared?
5 times
itself.
5.
So you can do 5 times 5, since the 5 is the number we have right now.
Don't care what the number is. It's a number. And I'm doing a number of times a number.
So you multiply 3.14 by
So that's just
20.
multiplication.
25.
Yeah. 5 squared will give us 25.
That was not
And you multiply
necessary.
by 5.
Can I do that really quick?
Yeah, we use as a number.
What multiply by 5? Do you guys want to do something else?
Yes.
You don't have enough.
You said that you showed us that we could just write it down because I remember on the test I didn't have a
Exactly.
calculator, so I just wrote the pi.
Can we read that?
Yes.
Cover
In
it up,
math,
so see it.
pi is one of those numbers that is like, what? Why do we have to do this number right now? 3.141592, all the way on forever, right? So in math, it's okay to just leave it.
There's more. It never ends.
You don't have to
It's
do
an
it. You don't
irrational
have
number.
to.
That
Are we all
number
good with that?
stops there because the string is infinite. You put it on a pi,
How do they calculate pi?
Pi is
there's always another number.
7 divided by
Forever.
7. Or no, 22 divided by 7.
Yeah,
There's no number.
I mean, I'm not
That's
kidding.
fine.
And pi never, ever, ever will have a repeating pattern.
When you're
It'll
at
never
home or
stop.
something,
It goes
just
on
do,
and on
just
and
do
on
that.
forever.
Divide 22 by 7 and you'll get it all. Good.
So
Keep calculating.
I got 20 already.
It keeps calculating up. Yep. So what was the area of our one piece of
So
bologna?
because that's
pi 25.
true,
425 pi. Either way you say it.
I would not round it to 3 because
It was a
it's top
2. I
off
didn't
point
want
of
to
it.
put 2.
Okay?
So,
So
we
if
have
I
one
bought
piece of
something at
bologna,
a
it's
store and it's
$3.14.
$3.14, and I went to the cash register and I only had $3, they might let me slide, right? If I bought 2 of them, are they gonna let 28 cents slide?
Oh, so
I
the two.
accidentally wrote the 2.
If you bought 500 of them,
Yes, ma'am.
are they gonna let it slide and say, yeah, $3 each is close enough? No.
So how many pieces of bologna?
Probably not, because that's a lot of money that we're cutting off, right?
10.
10.
If
So
the
if one piece of
stipulation
bologna is
was,
25,
I'm not gonna buy them,
what's our whole block of
if you
bologna?
don't give them to me for $3, they might,
Pi
okay,
200
cool, got you.
and
Just
So like, you don't have to put the whole.
How did you get
No.
pi too high?
3.14 is okay,
I know 20 times 10.
but if you can use the pi
25
symbol,
times 10.
Okay.
so you just put in
multiply
the
25
number
times
and then
10.
the symbol pi.
But you
Because
mark it
then
up
the
as
symbol
symbol
pi pops in that long, long.
Oh my god.
So what she did was she came over here and multiplied by her height. Okay?
By my
We end up with 255.
Good. Here we go. So I put it in the calculator just like this. Because that is a number.
We multiplied by how many pieces
Okay,
of bologna we had.
so you have around 1,200 something, very good. That's the area of that circle.
This means I don't get what the heck you're talking about. This means we're good.
Good,
Let's move on.
so we have our base number.
Anywhere in between this is like,
Now, here's the thing,
Does that define the
Okay.
volume of
that
the
circle
entire
is
volume?
that,
that's the
just
front
that
volume of
up.
the entire thing.
Now,
Pretty simple, right?
I want to see how many layers of this I
I
have.
see a 3.
So I measure this
see
in
a
millimeters, right? It's a crap load.
0.
Every slice, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1,
Okay.
is going to have this many cubes.
I still
in it.
need some.
Now we're getting a really
How we
large,
feel?
large number.
5, 5, 5,
Okay.
5, 5.
So how many layers are there going to be?
3-ish.
Probably
So this
about.
side feels confident, this side does not. What we did was, we found the radius. It's given to us. By squaring it and multiplying it by itself, we got 20.
So every one of those 279 layers
We just leave by
has
the way
the
this
same amount
amount
of units in it.
And then that
Got
was
9.
for one piece of bologna. Now we have 10 pieces of bologna. 250.
Mine has 280.
Is that better than just plugging numbers in formulas and not knowing what the heck they're coming from?
It's kind of funny you did make the short cylinder. Just saying. Just saying.
Now we need to talk about surface area.
Oh boy.
So here's what I want you to do. Same groups as before.
Hey, Bill.
Look at your 2 cylinders. Oh yeah, we don't need scissors. I'll collect scissors while you're talking. I'll collect scissors. Okay. Talk with your partners about which the taller or the fatter cylinder do you think has more surface area.
Can we
Okay.
handle this?
Wait, it's on.
We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to talk about that.
Oh, really? Champ.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wait, look, is this what it is?
Hold it up here.
Wait,
Ready, go.
wait.
Yeah.
Are we putting links on?
You're gonna figure out which one has bigger surface area. Which one do you think?
So this is bottom.
Bite me.
Make it stop it.
As we started counting from here to here is 90.
Bad and
They cut out the
Scissors, please.
way I'm not as I thought it was.
Yeah, they're cutting out.
They didn't really not.
You did the top.
That's true. What are we talking about here? I hear some good stuff coming from this group.
Right around the corner.
All right, here.
It's the same volume and same surface area is what we're guessing. Okay? Which one do you think has the bigger surface area?
This one has more surface area, yeah.
You think the same again?
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with your face?
Same or different surface area? Same. Okay. Same or different surface area? Okay, which one's bigger? Okay. So I hear same, and then there's one difference.
Because it's the same.
Tell me why you think the shorter, fatter cylinder has a bigger surface area.
Yeah, back up, son.
What?
Because it's bigger.
Oh.
Okay.
Bigger around.
But sometimes that's just eyeballing it, right? You look at it and you go, I think this one has more surface area.
It's gonna break.
What's up?
Okay, so the radius would be smaller on this one, but it has a little harder light. So it will like out.
Okay, so Meredith says this is going to even out either way.
Want a sword fight?
Yeah, I'm the sword fight. But like we even out, so we are putting it to real use.
Alright. So,
I have an idea.
what's your idea?
So you see how this one, if you put your tall cylinder inside your fat cylinder.
But then you
Get
still
back
have
to your attention.
space on the outside.
Yeah. But imagine if you like kind of squish that down and you got fat and you press it down, it would fill in the space right here to be the exact size.
That's pretty cool.
Or do you have Play-Doh?
That's pretty cool.
Do you have Play-Doh? Because that's what Play-Doh does. When it gets squished, it gets fatter. So then we can
We can maybe do that tomorrow. We'll experiment. We might be able to experiment with Play-Doh.
No!
We're not touching our cylinders right now.
That was time on.
So, ready guys? Ready for this piece of a formula?
Was he happy with us? What?
What should it do?
This is, whoa, 12 more minutes and he's at. We're done with this guy.
Wait, did you mean to have both of those two there?
Yes.
You done goof, Mr. Backus.
Okay.
got that
Surface
on
area.
camera.
What does surface area mean for us? It's the outside. It's how much materials we use, right?
Yeah.
This is a bulky formula that we don't want to deal with, right? So what did we do with triangular prisms? We destroyed them, basically. We ripped them into pieces and we said, I'm not dealing with this
Just like
nonsense.
these triangles right here.
Exactly. We said, we're not dealing with this whole nonsense. We're just going to cut it into pieces, find the area of each piece, and then add them all together. So, if we're talking about this, I say I don't want to do that,
Yeah.
right? Here's what I want you guys to do.
Okay, so
Now we get to touch our cylinder.
Oh, I've been touching this.
Because we're taking this
Take-
number times pi.
Take your base off the top.
So
I don't think my number would be.
because I'm running with this one,
Okay.
one is 5
Make sure they're separate though. Make sure you remember which one goes with which.
times pi, 15.
Okay, but
One of them has to be bigger. It has, otherwise they'll just eat it.
This is going to be millimeters.
we know how to find the area of the circle, don't we?
Yes.
Okay,
How in
two-dimensional,
the world do we find the area of this?
which means squares.
By, oh.
If I take
By the-
every one of those
By the
50,
equation?
90 squares,
I have a better
and I pull them up
Each of you,
online,
take the
down
tape off of
cubes,
yourself.
right?
Wait.
So now I say, in this,
No,
this
it's,
is the area of
it has to be
base,
table.
then
Oh,
I turn
the
it
light
into cubes, and
I take my tape for
also
it.
the number of cubes on the front
No,
of the
it's
floor.
not working.
And if I don't
And I
have
don't
at
wanna
least
see
3
how many
rings, it's going to be highly upset. I'm going to be this.
Okay? And yours is not 90, that's
Oh, we can find the area of the paper because it's the only thing.
215.
What shape? Hey, Asher, what shape do you have in your hand right now? Oh my
Big
goodness.
number, still small.
Wait,
Right? A millimeter is like
It's
this
okay.
long.
That'll work.
Wait, why'd you say, oh my goodness?
It's smaller than that.
that.
Okay, so let's say that this
You
was
just
1
took the
millimeter.
rectangle and put it into
And this is 1 millimeter?
cylinder shape, and so if we take the
That's how many of
cylinder away,
those.
we can just find the area of the
And
rectangle.
then we're
We
going to
can
turn
just
them into
find the
millimeter
area
by
right.
millimeter by millimeter
Boom.
cubes.
Feels like it's a bit
Tiny
complicated.
little speck.
That's the problem.
Okay?
Everyone.
And now we find the volume.
300.
Do I have to take the tape off my cylinder?
Yeah.
This is my sweet baby.
Viva la vida loca.
Once you're done, can I see a hand up in the air?
John, you like unit dirt bikes?
No.
It doesn't have to be pretty. So, here's what I want you guys to do. We don't even have to do calculations for surface.
Upon the eruption, Colin McGowan, please report to Mr. Norman's office. Colin McGowan, report to Mr. Norman's office.
Here we go. 90 cubic centimeters is a certain size.
Our rectangle is the same size,
Yeah.
so they cancel out. When we're talking about surface area. Compare your 2 circles.
One of them's bigger.
I'm not. One of them's bigger than the other. So one of them required more surface area than the other. Guess what's not right? Was right. Everyone else said that it was the same surface area. You get a gold star for the day.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Asher didn't do anything wrong. He just hopped on things. So if you look at your 2 bases, I'm gonna steal yours, Jason. Your shorter, fatter cylinder
Good Will Hunting.
required more material than the taller, skinnier. Right?
No, it's the same material.
You sure? Because you had to cut these out, remember?
No, but it's like the same.
The rectangular piece, yes. But surface area includes the top and the bottom.
I was on thinking
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking the top and the bottom.
The top and the bottom add surface area. Did everyone hear what Gemma just said? She said that the top and the bottom include surface area. That's this piece right here. Your rectangles are going to cancel each other out.
Does that mean I was wrong both times?
The back end smells like hot cake.
We haven't figured out the volume. Right?
I just watched Mom do
So all you had to do to compare your 2 cylinders was look at the 2 bases. And you would realize the shorter, fatter one uses more material. Okay?
That resource.
So, here's what we're going to do. can recycle. We're not gonna recycle this paper. It's going in the car.
Oh, it's nice.
We ain't got time for recycling. That's pretty cool. We already kind of figured out the surface area of each of our
Or is
cylinders.
this?
What I want you to do is measure the height of each of these cylinders. Okay? The way you're going to do that,
Oh, my thumbs are gone.
this is rollers.
Oh, thought you meant.
You said we were gonna throw them away.
So,
Fix it.
here's what we need to do. We have about 7 minutes left.
No!
Whatever you want to do. You can do inches, you can do centimeters. Just make it clear. In your journals, what I want you to do is find the volume of each of your cylinders. So for your shorter, fatter one, what's the height of the shorter, fatter one? This way or this way? This way. You're just going to measure straight up. And for the taller, skinnier one, this is the height of your cylinder. So remember, when we talk about volume, I'm not sure what you need to do. When we talk about volume, you need to find the area of one piece of bologna and multiply it by the height. Okay? So find the area of one piece of bologna multiplied by the height. I can give you a new You're not going to steal it, then.
Watch your mouth.
In your journals, we're working on
Wait, are we
finding
doing
the
volume?
volume. We already figured out that the shorter, fatter one had a bigger surface area.
Okay. So do I need to eat it? I'm like, do I need that over there? Okay, so I need.
Here's your smaller one, right? So you find the radius of this.
Wait, how?
Okay.
What?
I'm going to use Jason's for an example again. This is what's up there. Okay, I'll be with you. For our taller, skinnier cylinder, you find halfway across. That's your radius. You're going to square it. We'll come back to this one. You need to find the one piece of bologna and then multiply it by whatever your height is of your cylinder. And then you do the same thing for the shorter side. Find the radius, square it, multiply by it. Okay? Alright? We have 5 minutes remaining. Yes, you will. Anyone else feel like they need to
so depressed.
You know what?
It just sounded like so serious.
Okay.
Whatever it's close to.
Closest to 3.
So what's happening? Yeah, calculator.
You really take the
Talk to them and figure out what you do.
See, in hindsight, that should have been the reason why I shouldn't have gone with it.
So you went all the way across that, right?
You don't understand.
Radius is half of that. So you cut that in half. Alright? There you go.
5.01.
I know, man. It's all here, too. That's good stuff. Now you split it. Square this one.
Might as well, right?
So if I multiply 2 by 6. Everyone do the square number. Okay.
Continue. That ball got through.
That's your.
She has a nice butt.
So, if you were short before, so this is for your long one. That's your right.
Okay, do I have to
So all you need is
cut all
Fly
of these?
average
What do I have?
$2,000 for his 30.
Round it to the top.
I've got 4 squares on each.
What did I press there?
Oh, I thought you said mom. I'm like,
Times it by the
That's
height.
low.
Do I throw out my paper now?
All right, here we go. We have 2 minutes left. Once you're finished, hand me your journal.
Oh, my journal
my
has
journal.
Start throwing your scraps away.
May I have another piece of tape? This is important. It's for science.
That's it.
You have your two cards.
Gemma, I'm sorry I
Thank
lost
you,
your
ma'am.
pencil again.
Thank you, ma'am.
That was so cute, though.
Everybody say goodbye to Mr. Cook.
Oh, no, I need that. I'm going to
Wait, is Mr. Cook never coming back?
He quit. He's gonna flee the scene in about 30 seconds. Just kidding.
I need my phone.
Yeah.
Thank you.